Hello, it's Brooke from the Junk Parlor. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my most recent haul. So we've got some auction finds, some thrifted finds, some goodies that I picked up at JC's shop in West Branch, A Beautiful Purpose. And I also did a little video of her shop, which is amazing. So if you love vintage and antiques, you love good styling, you definitely want to go watch that video. I also have some goodies from Simply, Iowa. I visited Barb's shop and grabbed a couple things as well. So I am excited to show you all the things that I have gotten over the past week. If you enjoy my hauls, be sure to click a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button, leave me a comment because I do have a couple things that are stumping me that I purchased and then I don't know what they say. All right, first up we're going to talk about Crowded Closet in Iowa City. So I went there a while back when I shopped Kelowna, and I'll share that video here. That was my first time ever going to a Crowded Closet. I had never even heard of the thrift store Crowded Closet. But I went there again and I did come home with a few things. So first up we have, I think this is a cutlery tray. You can see that the top side, the pyrography, the wood burning tool is a lot more evident. So I'm saying that this drawer got used a lot more. You can see it on the back side as well. And then there's a different pattern on the outside, but I think this is a cutlery tray. So that was at Crowded Closet. And so was this tray. Wood inlay, two different colors. You can kind of see here closely that they applied them onto just a regular board. But again, I think this is a cutlery tray as well. And I just loved it because you can have these in your entryway. You can line up your mail. You can even kind of use it as an easel and display some artwork if you want to. You can throw your collections of game pieces or dice or buttons in each one of those slots. Great for on top of your coffee table. You get the idea. These, for whatever reason, were calling my name. Now, they were missing flour and everything was taped on. So that was one bummer thing. Every time things get thrifted or donated, a lot of times they tape matching things together so they don't get split up in the whole process of putting things out. And so that tape coming off did ruin it a little bit, but it was already kind of coming off all that sealer. I still think these have a great look and would look great sitting on somebody's counter. Definitely something that you could repurpose as well. And in case it's not coming through there, that coffee and the tea and the sugar, those are kind of a red tone. There was another couple at the thrift store while I was there, and I could tell that they were buying to resell. Their cart was overflowing with the stuff. There were two of these Cruel, I think, pieces. I think that's the style. It's not cross stitch or, maybe you just call it needlework for a broad term. But there was a coordinating a set of these Cruel pieces, same frame. Although it was like a big ass spider web, and then instead of a mushroom, it was kind of like, it looked like it was supposed to be a cut off tree trunk. It just looked weird and you had to really study it. I don't know. I didn't like it. It wasn't calling my name like the mushroom. And then this in a bigger, like fluffy yarn, and the other one that was more like a tree trunk and a bigger spider web, they had another set of those in that bigger yarn. The other girl had already grabbed the mushroom. I stood and debated these for probably 5 minutes, and I saw the other ones and I kept eyeing them and thinking, what do I want to do? And in the meantime, she came up and grabbed that other one. So I think she grabbed the two tree trunks and the mushroom. So she grabbed the other three pieces, but I kept this one. I think it's fine by itself, of course, and mushrooms are really hot. Another crewel piece, probably donated from the same person. I'm not a raccoon person. My nephew calls them trash pandas, which I think is like elevates what they are, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I like it better. But this is a good crewel piece as well. And it has a barnwood frame to it. And I just think both of these, the coloring definitely screams fall. And I know this will speak to somebody else. Crowded closet, I also grabbed this matte white McCoy piece. Now, the McCoy on the bottom is a little bit different stamp than I'm used to seeing, and I really couldn't figure out what this was. However, it is a wash basin. So like a little miniature pitcher would have set on top of this. And a lot of times those McCoy pitchers that are that size might have had strawberries on them or a daisy on it or some kind of image. I don't like that. I like the plain white. And this didn't have a pitcher anyway, but I thought, oh, what a great bowl. You could put your soap and a washcloth, your sponge by the sink. You could put it in the entryway with your phone and your keys and your loose change and all that crap that you have. You could use it as a cloche base. So I love the matte white. It was a great price. It came home with me. Another crowded closet purchase was just a glass frog. In my last Facebook Live sale, I had a dartboard with darts, and so you can put those darts for display in a glass flower frog. I do have Facebook Live sales monthly, so the first Sunday of the month at 7 p.m., I do a Facebook Live sale if you want to hop over and follow me on Facebook and watch those. But I've also shared in my built-ins, when I was decorating my built-ins and teaching you some styling processes, I have some old antique feather darts that are wood and feathers, and I have those displayed in a glass flower frog. So if you've been following me for very long, I go to Thrifty Flea every Thursday because he's open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. And so the new pieces are out obviously on Thursday. I'm sure he restocks throughout the weekend as he gets things priced and to fill in holes of things that sold. But I picked up this bad boy. Now, I had gotten from him a while back when I was styling my kitchen island. It's actually the same, Jardinier? Now I can't even think what it's called. This little pattern of McCoy in a brown, and it is a smaller one than this, even though it is ginormous. This is a matte white marked McCoy planter. So I was super excited to get it. I am a little bit hesitant to ship it, so I haven't done anything with the brown one, and I'm probably just going to start a little collection. Gary has also had quite a few egg crates, and I don't know why. I liked this one because it's a little bit different. So it is stamped there. It has been sealed by somebody, but this one is like half of the size of a normal one. Normally they're a lot taller. I actually have one out on my porch with a crock in it, with a plant in it. So I love layering, but you could easily pop off this handle if you wanted to do something like that. Or there's so much space on both sides that gives you so many opportunities on how you could use this with leaving the handle on that I don't see the need to do that. I can't even remember. Maybe that's all I got at Thrifty Flea this week. I also did do some bidding on an online auction. Now, I should do that a lot more, but I don't. This past weekend, I did bid on a couple of different auctions, and I only got one thing. So I am weird. I'm not going to, normally it never works out for me to be sitting there as the auction is closing. So I just do my best price and go with it. And so what I came home with, the only thing I came home with from the auction were some silver plate trophy cups. These are Couchman, like RV. He must have sold a lot of them. I want to say they were in this 70s. I don't see that this one is dated, but look at the tarnishing on that. Great Great, great. If you don't like that it says Couchman, you just turn it around. This is another one with great patina. And let's see if the year is on this one. 1977, $1 million round table. So he must have been pretty good at his job. And I got to go in the house to pick it up. It is freaking gorgeous. Huge, open. I mean, a little outdated, but it looks over a pond that is a pretty good size. And then there's a big deck and really, really nice house that's going to be coming on the market in Ankeny. I don't remember what the subdivision is called, but it's probably on Centennial's side. I'm on the Hawks side on the south. This is another awesome one. This one looks like somebody started cleaning it, and then luckily they wised up and were like, no, let's leave the other ones as they are. This is more work, and I do like the patina on this one, but the patina on the tarnished ones. In a place that I don't normally go, Many Hands thrift store, I got this brass trophy cup. Again, awesome. Not maybe as big as the other ones that I got, but still good. It has some good crazing and crackling and discoloration on it. And I got this globe. It's a Replogle globe. World Nation Replogle globe. It's not dated, but how awesome is it on a stand? I just really liked it. It was a good price and it doesn't need any love. It's in good shape. Our bedroom just does not have very much light, so I pushed back the shears to let the sun shine in a little bit more. But this is the room that I bought some things this weekend. I do not have this cabinet styled by any means, but I just decided that this would be a good spot for it here in our bedroom. And then I've just kind of tucked a few things in. It used to have a pole right here, so you could hang some things from it, and then there's hinges, so it used to have doors. And here's a little like arched hook, super rusty. It's a very rough piece, but I think it's gonna look great with just some of my vintage finds in there. And it's nice and shallow because we have bathroom to closet, and you know, we walk from one to the other quite often and we don't want to run into anything. I also have this dining room chair in here because hubby said he has to have a place to sit down and do his shoes. And a piece I picked up this weekend was this stool. So the plastic on the bottom kind of looks a little bit newer. I might swap that out. I think those are just like the nailed things with the plastic, and just put some felt pads that are a little more discreet. But at the shop, she had a silver tray on top of it to give you a flat surface, and then you can style stuff. I really haven't styled anything. I just put these dried hydrangeas in my grandma's old Ironstone pitcher, added my own silver tray, and then I can put some little decor pieces here eventually. But that way the chair does not look like it's floating off in space randomly in the room. I might even put a little piece of artwork here versus doing something big on the center like I had before. And everything kind of was spurred on. If you haven't watched already, we just got new hardwood floors installed in here, and we had to clean everything out. And then I've really been conscientiously changing things as, you know, we've put the house back together, put the room back together. You might notice that this is a new to me mirror. So I had bought a different arched mirror and it ended up being too tall, even if I laid it on the bottom of the dresser. So the old mirror by itself in this vignette looked really good, but it was taller than the arched mirror on the right side. So finding this mirror and hanging it on the wall, I think it just makes the room seem more balanced. You can see we've got some good reflections coming in. And so anything arched, I absolutely love. And this one is also crazy thick and a gorgeous color. Another thing that I got at Simply Iowa were some she had a bunch of Dug bottles where people literally dig in the ground and bring up bottles, and they brought up some Ironstone pieces. So these were really dirty. I just washed them with like some Dawn soap and water. This one has a good chip, but you can see it's something about when the water gets into the piece that causes that staining. So that's why on chips, a lot of times they're discolored as well. But I say all I used was Dawn because there are some like hard rust deposits on here, but I just left them. If the new owner wants to try and scrub them off, then that's fine. Also, if you've been watching, you know I have been collecting these punch art pieces, embroidery pieces. This one does have a broken frame or a glass, but I got it for a great price. This one was also a great price and definitely my best one. I'm sorry, I do not necessarily like the Rock of Ages saying text, but I love the colors. And then sitting by Bella's dog food, we have another one that I picked up. However, the problem is I cannot figure out what it says. So I put over on Instagram today, what does it say? That says simply, is this to thy? T-O-T-H-Y? I think so. To thy. And then what is this? To thy him? I don't know. Drop it down in the comments. What is that word? Do you agree with me on to thy and simply? This one has had some water damage. The folk art frame is kind of damaged as well, but I still love it. And I will have to figure out how I am going to hang it because guess what? The darn light switch is in the way and we can't cover that up. All right, time to stump you. What is this? One, it has the green, old, chippy, rusty paint and cobwebs on it. But what is it? I do know the answer. Drop your guess down below. I also went to like a estate liquidation place where the guy, I talked to him a little bit and he said that he doesn't have the sales on people's property. He hauls all of their shit to his basically Morton building. He has a few Morton buildings and then you can just walk through and shop that way. I did get an Ironstone bowl that had amazing crazing. It was chipped off in a couple of spots. It did have a couple ribs towards the bottom. It was kind of like a pedestal bowl. And I did sell that already and I did not take a picture before I sold it. Also at that estate liquidation sale, I ended up buying this glove mold. Now it's funny because a girl that I'm friends with on Instagram, she was just doing a whole reel and, you know, making fun of the hand molds or whatever. But when I saw it, I was like, ooh, this one is different. So I can't decide if it's different good or different bad because it literally looks like a glove on there. Looks like a butterfly on the back. It is a large. It's marked August 12th, 1977, General Porcelain, Trenton, New Jersey, USA, patent pending. HNU large. So there are stamp marks. It is dated. It came home with me. I think I've shared in one of my past videos that I've decided to just leave this wall as is because I've tried, 3 different things and I have not liked how anything looked. However, This week I picked up this amazing painting with the ducks. And doesn't it look gorgeous on this wall color versus the tanner color, the accessible beige that I have? It just does not pop the same as it does on this ombre gray wall. So while it does not fit the wall and it looks odd where I have it, I'm just leaving it here for a while so I can enjoy it and figure out where its permanent home will be. I have this one in the boys' bathroom already. It's just like a pencil sketch, which you can't see because you're seeing my reflection. And hiding out in the guest bedroom, I have these two black and white prints that I think, well, this is a print of Roosevelt, and then this is a charcoal sketch. Again, the sun is reflecting really bad, but I just picked this one up, and I think these two together and possibly the one that's in the boys' bathroom, I'm gonna hang those here in the guest bedroom. Have you ever seen a money box so big? I have not. This is definitely the biggest one that I have, and you hear that in there? There is a key. All of the goodies in today's video are for sale. All you have to do is just comment below if you are interested in something, or you can send me a private message on Instagram or Facebook, or shoot me an email. All of my information is down in the detailed description section below, as well as all of the shops that I visited this week. Now, some shops I visited and I didn't find anything, but any place I hit up this week, I am dropping it down below. Thanks so much for being here and watching my channel. I will see you next week.